Hi gang! Hello, how are you? I am live, hopefully it's 9 a.m. on Friday. Yay, Friday! Who is with me live? Give me a hashtag live if you're here. Hashtag replay if you're catching up later. This is going to be very short, very sweet, very to the point. Probably have some ramblings in there. Said that in the comments. Alrighty. So, accountability. I have been listening to quite a lot of motivational podcasts and audiobooks and whatnot. And one of the things that really jumped out at me, and it's something that I kind of talk a little bit about when I'm doing challenges around accountability and about how having knowledge is amazing. Like, learning new things is really, really, really cool. But knowledge is no longer power. Knowledge isn't power anymore. Another phrase, knowledge power is not. Knowledge is potential power. Actual power comes from implementation and action. So it kind of got me thinking a little bit about, what we're doing here in this academy group and taking you girls through, a transformation, not just your body, but mindset, identity, lifestyle and behaviour change. And about if you don't actually implement the things that we take you through, then that is going to delay the pleasure, okay? And that's not a good thing. We don't want that to happen. But in order to do those actions, in order to do the implementation part, at some point it is going to require discipline. And, I have built this out so that the things that I am asking you to do are so easy that you cannot fail, okay? So we apply the 80% principle. We're asking you to do very small things. But sometimes even doing those very small things can be really difficult when we're not feeling it. Like, shit happens in our lives and we've had an argument with hubby, or we've spent all day at the beach drinking wine. Oh, who could that be? Or we have had some really bad news. But that's where we need to dig deep and look at why are we wanting to change? Why are you here in the first place? Because it's not because you just wanted to, just fancy a change and hanging out with Clara or Emma. That's not why you're here. And discipline is the opposite of what you want to do. All right. So when you don't have that motivation, you don't have that spark, discipline is what is going to drive you, and that is the opposite of what you want to do. So whilst you are going, I've fucked it up this week, I don't want to check in, I don't want to share, I don't want to tell my coach that I'm not feeling great, I don't want to tell my coach that I've not been able to work out. Practice your discipline and just do that. Just be open and be honest and start. This is where the mindset adjustment happens, because the decisions that you have always made in the past get you to a place where you've always been, and we need to do the opposite of that. Okay, so you might not want to check in, you might not want to feel like you failed or to share that you've failed, or you might not want to go and do 10,000 steps, but ask yourself the question, if I do this, how good will that make me feel? Okay. And that future you is going to get the benefit. Future you, not the you that's sitting going, I don't want to. All right. So here endeth the lesson. I hope that was a good one. Let me know below if you've taken anything from it. Remember, knowledge is not power. Action and implementation is where it is at. Alrighty. There was something else I wanted to talk about very, very quickly. This is another thing I hear quite a lot, and so does Clara, and you'll hear it now when you're saying it to yourself. I should be doing blah, blah, blah. I should be blah, 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 blah. I should be eating healthier. I should be drinking more water. I should be doing more steps. I should be exercising more. When you hear yourself telling I should, that is a story. I've talked about this before in a live. That's a story you're telling yourself. But if you change that should to I could or I must, you'll get much more traction. Okay, so listen out for those words that you're speaking to yourself. I should equals I could or I must. And, you're here because it was a must to change. Not a nice to have, No, maybe, yeah, quite fancy. It was a must for you to change. So think about that. That's me. I am done. Have a fantastic Friday. And if you need anything, you holler. And now remember, Clara is on holiday. I'm going to be snowed, like actually snowed next week with check-ins and whatnot. So I'm going to speak to, I think, half of Clara's clients next week and the other half the next week. So I will ask you very nicely, please complete your check-in forms. Please book your call in. If you are... Yeah, that's really it. Book your call. You'll get the link tomorrow. And yeah, any questions, you just let us know. Alrighty, take care. Have an awesome day. Bye.